Shalom. Shalom, my people. Shalom. Shalom, my people. Shalom. 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 This is a great day. This is the day that the Lord has made. This is the original day, the Sabbath, not Sunday as in sun God. This is the original day that the Lord ordained us for holy convocation, the teaching of the word, resting, meditating. This is no cooking, no working, no doing nothing. Just a day of rest, a day to listen to the word of God. This is the day you're supposed to be listening to the word of God. This is the day you're supposed to be reading and teaching and learning. Today's drink is kiwi strawberry. Kiwi strawberry. It has pineapple and it has other stuff involved in it, but the main ingredient is kiwi strawberry, and we know that both of them are a good source of vitamins for your body. At this time now, COVID is being rapid. It's coming back. Some people having symptoms and they think it's cold, but it's really like COVID. But what they're doing is it's coming back and it's coming back strong. So you got to make sure you put the right vitamins in your body. Exercise, walk, stay moving. Keep your body moving. Keep your body standing straight up. Exercise, whatever you can do. Walk around your house. Do anything. Just keep your body moving. Keep your strength going, and you'll be all right. You will be all right, but you got to keep your body strong. You got to keep your mind. You got to keep mentally awareness. Just stay fit as much as you can. Like I said, today's drink is kiwi, and like I say, I used to get into the daily news of what's happening around the world. The world is collapsing. That's all you need to know. The world is collapsing, so be prepared. Get God on your side and wake up. Last week I introduced some books, and I told you about some books. It was in the middle of the week. I had 3 more come today. 3 more coming the other day. So I haven't read them all, but I read some of them. And today's lesson is called Scattered with Violence. And this right here, these books, is going to let you know that I am not lying. The Bible is not lying. This stuff is back up what the book is saying. It's back up what the book is saying. That's all it does. It's back up what the book is saying, what the Bible is saying. Everybody heard the coroner report, the commission, the Central Coroner Commission report. Everybody heard of that. It happened before I was born, but you done studied in school or something. I don't know, but we don't read, so we might not know. But and I'm reading, and this what I read, and I want to touch on something that I haven't even got to the book yet. I just read this like the introduction. This introduction is so powerful. Yeah, I haven't even got to the book of the word yet of the book. But it's a very good book, and it's telling, going into great details of what's going on in the world today, and where we at, and where we at, and where we stand from. This was written in 1967. I was 1 year old, so this is written. This is the everybody that read or heard about the riot they had in Detroit during that period of time, right? They did it's called a coroner report. This is what they did after to find out what was going on. Well, I'm going to give you some stuff what we fight for now. I'm going to give you some stuff what we fight for in 2024. What we're fighting for now, we want housing, police, programs for the parks. We want fighting for reform, police reform. We're fighting for underemployment. We're fighting for better conditions. We're fighting for inclusion. We're fighting for this right now, right? Correct. We're fighting for this right now. Okay. This is what we're still fighting for. We're right here in Jacksonville. I see where the city councilman just denounced some, they cut some of the funding that the mayor were asking for. So diversion and inclusion. So that's going to be gone. Some of that money that they thought they were going to get from the Jaguars, how they transferred that money so that the city council would do it. The east side, you're not going to see none of that money. You know that was a big joke. As soon as you see them do that, that's a big joke. But I want to get to some of these books before I get to the lesson. And I'm going to show you how these books tie up with the lesson I'm going to give today. Okay. This is what they was fighting for in 67. Same thing we fighting for today. Schooling. We fighting for better schooling, books, and programs. We fighting for the same thing every day. We've been fighting for this for years, right? Same thing. George Floyd, been 4 years. They done kill Hassie. They done kill her, shot her in the face, in the head. So nothing is happening. Nothing is moving because We disobeyed the law, statutes, and commandment. So I'm gonna show you in the Bible, and I'm gonna show you in the books that they write that they know they're not doing anything. So voting is a form of discrimination because they got you thinking, or it's a form of delusion. I can call it voting is a form of delusion. Got you thinking that you are included in the voting. Maybe in your local election, which they throwing you off now, so you're not even paying attention about your local election. So now they're hiring district attorneys, commissioners, and all these things that really need for your community where you stay in. The president race is already fixed. Whoever they want to get, that's what they're going to get. That's why they call it electoral votes. And it's been proven. You know, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, but Homeboy won the electoral vote. So voting really don't, the president's vote don't count for you. Regardless of what you hear or what you say, you're going to get on here, you might say something, but just use your logic. Just think that none of the president's election help you. You don't pick none of the presidents. They pick the presidents ahead of time. They already know who they're going to get. It's just a formality to make you feel like you're included. It's a delusion. So they make you get out there and you think that you're really voting. So I want you to understand one thing. Do you think that your slave owner going to have, that you choose who's going to control you? Nah, so just use a little logic. Take away the emotion out of it. That, you know, everybody saying you got to vote. You got to vote. Yeah, it's your damn right to vote. They died. I'm going to be straight. Might be crude, but they died ignorantly. Go back to the time when we voted for them. Ever since we joined hand with them, we've been falling. We fall. It's like you in a dream and you fall and you ain't hit the bottom yet. We've been doing that for 500 years. We ain't hit the bottom yet because we did. Even somebody on drugs, when they hit the bottom, they straighten up. We haven't, as a nation of people, have not hit the bottom yet. So we just still falling. And we joined hand with them. When we joined hand with them, we lost everything. We lost the Negro League, the Negro Basketball League. We lost our stores in our neighborhood. We lost our dignity. We lost our school system. We lost our smarts. We lost our own way of thinking. We lost everything. Now we are falling and we can't get up. The same thing I just told you what we're fighting for in 2024. This is what they were fighting for in 1967. 59 years ago, and they still fight for the same thing. Police practice, unemployment and underemployment, inadequate housing, inadequate education, poor recreation facilities and programs, ineffectiveness of political structure and grievance and mechanism. Your vote don't count. These people are lying to you. Our own people that look like us are lying to us. They got you on the news and TV. They only come around every 4 years because that's all they take for them to get the propaganda started. And you would kill your own person by mentally calling them out, calling them names because they won't vote. But here I am reading something. For 1967, you still fighting for today in 2024. Disrespectful white attitude, discriminatory administration of justice. You go to court, you get 25 years for an ounce. They have cocaine, heroin, and get a treatment facility. During the crack era, it's a bunch of crack babies still walking around here now. Some people are still in prison for crack because of what Reagan and then you had your boy Clinton. All of them came. They started the Clinton machine. Then you had Joe Biden. You had all of them coming. They signed these bills. They signed these same bills that you've been fighting for since 1957, 67. So you're gonna tell me your vote count? You prove to me that your vote count. Prove to me what you got. Prove to me. Show me with your naked eye. Tell me. Write me a letter. Prove to me what you have advanced from 1957 to 2024. Prove to me right now. Tell me what has happened from 1957 to 2024 and has nothing changed because they have bamboozled you. They got you thinking that your vote count. Your vote, only vote that you got is Yahweh. Our Lord and Savior said, come back home to me and I will set you on high. But we still falling and we can't get up because we still delusional. All the pastors God gonna bring down 22, they falling. Churches going bankruptcy. The old $667,000 on mortgages. They're going bankruptcy. The pastors are falling. Your leaders are falling. So what else does it take for you to get to understand that this is not our world? This is not our system. God said, I gave you a system. You had a system before you came to this side of the earth. But they beat your system out of you, and now you're following them, and you hate the word of God because you love the so-called Esau so much that you turn a deaf ear, whether you hear or forbear. Inadequate of federal programs. Food stamp. This, I know y'all seen it. It's going viral. Some migrants went to the store. I think it was in New York. Paid with the card, credit with the food stamp card. Left her receipt. It said she had a balance of $4,000 and some dollars, and then on food stamps she had a balance of $17,000 in food stamp. I might be off a little bit, but $17,000 food stamp. You've been living here. You built this country. You can't get none of that. They in Chicago, they closed schools down because they said they couldn't afford to open them. But when the migrants came, they opened up the schools and remodeled them. Now they got a place to live for free for life. You have to wake up as a people. If not, this is going to continue and God going to punish us to the end. Inadequate municipal service, your local government, because you don't know how to vote. If you're going to vote, you vote for your local government. Put somebody that look like you. Because what you're doing, look at your city council. Look at your neighborhood. And go look at the neighborhood of the people who have Esau as their city councilman. Look at the neighborhood, people who have Jake as their city council, and you compare the neighborhood and see what's going on. Derogatory consumer of credit practice. You know that if they've been busting these banks for charging us higher credit. This 1967, you fight for the same thing. You go and get a loan, they charging them. I know a guy who's a dealership, in car dealership, high up there. I mean, he the first black guy to be a manager of a Ford Lincoln Mercury. I don't want to give out too much information. It's already a hike set up in there 2% higher than anything else. And when you go in there, you already got a 2% high rate. So this is what you were fighting for in 67. You still fight for it now. Inadequate welfare food program. I just told you about that. About the food stamps. Another book called White Fear by Roland Martin. They scared that we're going to take over their place. They're scared that because we're growing and they decreasing. The real feminine movement was for them, but you joined it. The real, My Body, My Choice was for them, but you joined it. Because guess what? They not having babies. It's really not for you, but you joined it. In Japan, they're paying $75,000 for a black man to come over and impregnate their women. I'm just saying. Systematic racism. You're voting. This is a powerful book. They're fighting wars for you. Systematically racism exists, and it's happening right now. The lower life expectancy for men of color, they're killing you. Higher incarceration among black men, they're putting you in prison. Lower level of wealth among black families than white families because lower home value is black. Is black. Neighborhood as a result of lower level of government and private sector support. You get no support from the system. You are systematically being destroyed, and it's going on from family to family to family. August the 2nd, 2024, unemployment rate for blacks in the United States of America is 6.3. Black people for unemployment in 1963 were 10.9. You mean to tell me that it hasn't moved in 61 years, just 4% drop in 60 something years? You still unemployment, uneducated, everything. The Hispanics have a better rating than you. In 2024, the first quarter, they 4.7. But that is, listen, cause I know what a black job is. I see them building all these apartment complexes. I ride around. My job take me different places. I point out to my grandson. Look at that grandson. Look at them apartment complexes. They building them all over Jacksonville, and every one of them, 99.9% of them are Hispanics. So they job rate, and then guess what, ma'am? They're gonna take your job too. All the hospitality job, all the nursing job, all the educational job, all the jobs that you like to do. They're gonna take the jobs. Why? They're gonna take over your hair jobs. They're gonna start doing the weave, doing everything, nails. Now they're gonna take over all that. But I'm just saying, that's what's going on. I'm gonna be a little alone, but I'm gonna get the word out today. In 2012, black people was 14% unemployment. In poverty, black people 17.1% in poverty. You gotta remember, we make up a small amount than any other race, but we the highest in poverty and everything else. Native American is next. They the next high. Well, they the highest. They 25%. Blacks are 17% because they on reservations. You don't even know that they on reservation in Nevada and all them places in the desert where they ran that pipeline through their people there. So you understand what's going on with them. We are just in bad shape, and there ain't nothing we can do until we come to the Most High God and we can get out of this situation. But right now, we're stuck as a people because we refuse to come out as a people. Now I'm gonna get to this stuff here. It's gonna back up. What I'm finna tell you now is finna back up what I just showed you happened in the Bible. I want to get to two scriptures real fast. Isaiah 3:25 in the NIV. Young men will fall by the sword, and your strong will die in battle. Not just necessarily the war, the battle. He's talking about we're gonna be out here on the streets trying to teach the word of God, trying to fight for our youth to get right. We're gonna die in battle. Cause I want to tell you something. You don't believe it, you don't understand it. Civil war is coming. All these senators, Joe Biden just gave a speech. Trump getting dogged with a speech. Joe Biden said that Trump is trying to start a riot after if he lose. So they're already putting it out there. So they letting you know this is what's going to happen. Because there's going to be electoral votes. And she might win, and she's capable of winning. But if she do lose, it's going to be a bloodbath. So we're going to be out here trying to fight for our people. And we ain't going to make it. Because we don't have weapons and guns and stuff like they do. They already got them. We've been busy trying to twerk and do all this other stuff. As Jeremiah 18:21 in I got a Bible, every kind of Bible. This is the NET. This I use this to break it down for you. It's so simple. So let their children die in starvation. Let them be cut down by the sword. Let their wives lose their husbands and the children. Let the older men die of disease and the younger men die by the sword in battle. You're going to die. The young men going to die in the street because they're killing each other, Fulio. All that entourage dying. Not only they're killing him, then they're going to get them other guys and going to give them probably let the chair or get 50 years in prison. Never see they're going to die. So this is what God says is going to happen to you. I'm scattering you, and this is what's going to happen to you. Isaiah 19:7. In this place I will thwart the plains of the people of Judah in Jerusalem. I will deliver them over to the power of their enemy, who are seeking to kill them. They will die by the sword in the hand of their enemy. I will make their dead bodies food for the bird and the wild beast to eat. During slavery, God made our body. They hung us, they killed us, and right now today they're doing the same exact thing. God telling you, I'm doing this to you. The only way you're going to get out of this situation, you come back to me. Jeremiah 6:22 and 23. This is what the Lord said. Beware of any that's coming from a land in the north. You got to remember, we was over there in Jerusalem. In the north is North America, which is this place here. He said back then he was telling them, be aware, I'm going to send these people after you from the north. They came over here and brought us over here to slavery. A mighty nation is stirring up into action. Far away part of the earth. See, we was over there in Jerusalem. They came and got us. We was in Africa, right? We was in our natural home is in Jerusalem. But we went to Africa running away from the Roman prosecution up under Pompey and his son. So now we was in Africa. They came north, which is the North America, to Africa and got us from afar and took us back to where we at now. Now we've been prosecuted. The Bible predict what will happen to you, and you got to come back to God, because if you don't, this continually happen. We are falling. Like that thing said, I'm falling, I can't get up. We are falling. Just imagine yourself in a dream, you just doing like this here, and you still falling, you ain't hit the ground yet. Even a crackhead, or even a person on crackhead might be a strong word, person on crack, a person on heroin, even them sometimes hit the bottom and come up and straighten up. The so-called Negroes, they haven't hit the bottom yet. We still falling. They are cruel and show no mercy. They sound like the roaring sea. And they ride forth on their horses, lined up in formation like men going into battle to attack you, daughters of Zion. And when you come about daughters, he's talking about all of us. Because remember, we the bridegroom. Jesus coming back to marry his bridegroom. So he considered us the daughter of Zion, the whole 12 tribes of Israel. I had to get that out for you to understand what's going on. Now you know that part. Now let me get to this all connection, what's going on now. These people come from afar and they're prosecuting us to the utmost. We're dying in the streets. We still fight for stuff since 1967. The same agenda that they had in 1967, I read to you, is the same agenda you're fighting for. Voting is a form of systematic racism. It's a form of delusional. Because ain't nobody in this world finna tell me all this voting in between. And we fight for the same thing that them people were fighting for in 1967. That blew my mind. We fight for the same thing from 1967 to 2024. Can't nobody tell me nothing. No politician, no pastor. Why do you think they go to the church? The first thing they do go to church, because the church is a government agency. The church is not like it used to be. It's a government agency. You see how it's being ran. How in the world can a church get $20 million amongst all these poor people? How can a pastor own 54 acres and got a net worth of $2.4 million in cash and not all these houses and called side house? How can they get that by ordinary people? It's no way. There's no way in the world adds up that he can have that kind of money in a 30-year period, a 20-year period. They'd be pastoring. How can Prefo Dollar them get all this money? Jets. How are you able to buy a jet off of ordinary people unless you've been funded by the government? This is what you don't understand. You so blind and delusional, you don't care. Now they got you out here. Your mind is worried about Kamala Harris. Your mind is worried about Trump. But they're signing bills in front of you while you sleep, taking money from programs while you sleep. Immigrants coming over here taking your job while you sleep, while you arguing over a black job, and you know good and God doggone well, you know what a black job is. You sit up and act like your pompous ass don't know what a black job is. You know a black job when a black man comes cutting your yard. You know a black job when a black man fixing on your car. You know a black job is. Don't act so doggone foolish. These people got you sitting here and think, come on, man, this is crazy. But God said he got an answer for that. He going to destroy us because we hard-headed, stiff-necked people. Leviticus 26:33. I will scatter you among the heathen. I will draw out the sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste. Jerusalem is at waste. That was our land. Now you got Israel and Pakistanis over there fighting over our land. Our land is desolate. Our land is desolate. And God said, I'm going to send a sword. The sword came after Pompeii. Pompeii came after us in 65 AD. You go read Luke 21:24. Jesus himself tell you what's going to happen. He said, flee to the mountains. The ones that are over there, you're going to be suffering. They're still like, some are still over there right now, living in the ghetto. Some are still in Pakistan. Some are still over here in Israel, living in the ghetto, still on the program, just like we here now. Jeremiah 9:16. I will scatter thee also among the heathen, who neither thou nor their father have known. I will send a sword after thee till I have consumed you. God said, I'm going to scatter you all over the world. Your forefather, which is in Jerusalem, they ain't know these people. They don't know the people that they were surrounded by. They didn't know about. They didn't go across the water and see all the other people that had you in slavery. Our forefathers didn't know this. Now you're in slavery. You still in slavery. Now you're in slavery of the mind because they took the chain off. God said you shall be in a yoke of iron until you are destroyed. Once they destroyed us, they freed you. Now they sent you all out of the world, and you teaching everybody else to still be a slave. Jeremiah 29:18. I will prosecute them with the sword, with famine, no food, because now you got GMO food that's going on now, pestilence, which is COVID, and all these new diseases was going. I will deliver them to be removed to all the kingdom of earth. Now we over all the kingdom, we everywhere. We're in Alaska, we're in Germany, we're in Sweden, we're in Europe, we're in Italy, we're in Japan, China, we everywhere, Indonesia, we all over the world in the same situation. The same comparison from 1967 to now, you're in that same situation and you want the same result and you're doing the same thing. To be a curse and an astonishment and hiss and a reproach among all nations where you have driven them. God said, wherever you go, you are astonishment. Look at them niggas with their britches down. Look at them niggas. Look at their women half naked on the video. Look at them leaving their children, abandoning their kids. Look at them wearing all this orange, green, purple hair. Look at all these women looking like trash. A man passed out. A man passed out because his woman body part was so bad, and they arrested that woman. It was a black woman. True story. Pull it up on your phone. Like I tell my grandson, you got a smartphone, pull it up. We are a disgrace. We are an astonishment. We are embarrassing to our own self. Because when you go in the store, you see one of us in there, you'll be ashamed because you feel like you're doing it. So you can't tell me I'm lying. Because everybody looking at them, looking at you, even though you in there modestly, you in there nicely, you groomed, you look good. But they look at them and hiss at you. Ezekiel 12:14. I will scatter toward every wind all that are about him to help. All God said wind. He talking about wind. He talking about people. I will scatter toward every wind. All the people that's helping us, God said I'm going to scatter them too. All that are about him. See that wind, all them that are about him, that means everybody that's about us, you're going to be destroyed too. And all his band, all your troops, all the people that you got, Richard, and I will draw out the sword after them. God gonna kill us. No matter where you at, where you go, where your refuge at, God gonna send it and they gonna kill you. We all died of a miserable, slow death. It's just like It's just like you got cancer and you died of a slow death. But there's a cure. But you rather not take the cure. You rather just die of a slow death. And that's what's happened to the nation of Israel. That's us. Hosea 8:1-3. Set that trumpet to their mouth. The trumpet is a loud trumpet. Holler out this word of God. Give a trumpet one is loud. When you're in the military, they use the trumpet to it. Back in the day, they used the trumpet to let you know that trouble is coming. War is about to start. He shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord. Who represents the eagle? Spain, United States of America, Portuguese, Spanish, all these countries represent the eagle. They're coming to the house of the Lord. House of the Lord is the 12 tribes of Israel. They are here. They are trumpeting you right now as you speak. Because they have transgressed my covenant, we didn't keep the laws of God, trespass against my law, Israel shall cry unto me, my God, we know thee. And Israel has cast off the thing that is good, the enemy shall pursue. My God, I know you, God. God said, you don't know me because you go to church on Sunday. And people don't believe that God said, if I come back and catch you doing the Lord's sacrifice, if I come back and catch you in a strange affair, you shall be destroyed. Them is clothes that don't belong to God. You come out here dressed half naked. You think you're going to go to God half naked? Showing your body to the world? Men are embarrassed to be with you because he don't want to go because he don't want this. Men will look at this. They have it and they would date this for a minute. They ain't gonna marry you. They ain't gonna call you my woman. They just do that for self-gratification purposes only. A man want a modest woman. A man want a woman that he can say, well, look at my baby. Look at my baby. Not wow, man. Then everybody looking at you when you walking down the street. Then now she put you in a situation where now you got to be a man and step and fight a man over a woman that don't even care about herself. She don't even care about you because she putting you in danger. That woman is putting you in danger because you know how people are. She walk around with her cheeks all out and you in the store. What you think you gonna do? And then he gonna be looking at you now. What you looking at my woman for? What you bring out here for? So now you got a conflict. Now you done put two men. Now this woman finna kill two men. And God said, you don't believe nothing because you're lying to yourself. I'm going to send the sword and get you killed. And they're killing us right now. They destroyed our mind, our body. They destroyed us. Luke, guess what I was telling you about when they destroyed us and God had told you to run to the mountains because they destroyed your hometown. Because under the Roman persecution, they came in and destroyed Jerusalem in 65 AD. To 70 AD, they destroyed Jerusalem. They killed. That's when all the black people got killed. All the so-called Negroes got killed out of Jerusalem starting back then. Because Jesus told us, because you got to remember, Jesus was a black man. So we all walk around there. We just know it's just us. But God, Jesus said, look here. I'm finna send this at you. Run to the mountains. And those are the ones that are over there. Basically, I feel sorry for you. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all the nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentile until the time of the Gentile be fulfilled. Right now, it's the time of the Gentile. They still on their trumpet in our land. God had already told us what's going to happen. I'm going to send you to all these different nations. That's why we ran and blend in with the Africans. And then the Africans got tired of us because we brought our own education. We built Timbuktu. We had our own colleges. It wasn't niggas selling niggas. It was Africans selling Africans. They know who they are. They know that they not us. They don't even build. They not even, like I say, they not like us. They don't have fat lips, fat nose. They don't have none of that characteristic about them. You go to the West Coast, they are. When you start going into the South and the East and all that stuff, they not like us. They tall. They shiny. They do the despicable thing and let cows piss on them. They build huts out of cow mess. They eat cow mess sandwiches. They not like us. We're a different breed of people. You get around, you don't even look like them. But you will never know that because they call you an African American. Right now today, I make a decree. Please stop calling yourself African American. You are a Hebrew Israelite. From one of the 12 tribes of Israel, find out who your forefather is and find out what tribe you come from. You got a black daddy, you from Judah. You got a Hispanic daddy, you might be from Ephraim. You might be from Manasseh, Simeon. You might be from one of them, Naphtali. Find out who you is. If you come from, if you're from Haiti, you from the tribe of Levi. Take your heritage back. Quit letting people call you African American. Nobody else in the world get called by that. Two nationality of people. The Testament of Judah. See, a lot of them, I study books. I read books about the Bible. So a lot of you ain't never heard of the Testament of Judah. But I'm going to read it to you. 23, 2 through 4. Ye shall make your daughters singing girls and harlot. You shall make your daughter out of hoes. We are making our young women out of hoes. How are we promoting them? How are we making them dress? So we promote this from Judah. See, these parts of the Bible they take out the Catholic Church. But don't this make sense? So that's how you can know this real. They took this out because they don't want you to know this. You shall mingle in the abomination of the Gentiles. Everything the Gentiles do, which is the other nation, we do. You are not a Gentile, regardless of whatever they tell you. Gentile is them. You were once Gentile because when they took you into different, when you got to read the Maccabees, they killed you, slaughtered you, killed the wives, killed the women, killed the men. If you call, they see you worshiping the Most High God and doing the custom of our things, like the Feast of the Passover, wearing your fringes, or circumcision. They would kill us. So that's when we became Gentile. These are natural born Gentiles. God said that you mingling with the abomination, all this stuff that they do, you do. For which thing's sake the Lord, for which thing sake the Lord shall bring upon you famine. We got you. You finished. You think you're starving now? All the artificial food they making, that's gonna be the famine. Pestilence diseases. All these diseases finna come out when they start putting these people in these countries to count. You got 2,000 or 3,000 people living together. All these diseases are rampant. They having sex. They're doing this stuff. All these. They're gonna start giving them shots. See, y'all not thinking. You're not thinking. And they finna get you shot. All these diseases. Now COVID coming back. Different diseases coming back. Diseases that was in this way back in the medieval time. Them diseases they finding now in New York because guess what? Not New York, California. Because all them sleeping together on the streets. The rats biting them. All these different diseases coming back. Medieval time. They ain't seen these diseases since medieval time. They coming back. So them the pestilence diseases. Death in the sword. The sword is the modern day gun. Pow, 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 pow. All us dying by the gun. All our young men dying by the gun. They ain't dying by getting in accidents. They ain't dying of natural causes. They dying by the gun. Every black boy you see is dying by the gun. That they showing the news. They ain't showing nobody dying by even fighting. They don't even fight no more. Every last one of our black kids that we see, they are dying by the gun. Nobody jumping off the bridges. Nobody getting stabbed. No, they all dying by the gun. The gun is the sword is the modern day gun. Belligerent by enemy. Belligerent, they block you to death. They just gonna do anything they take to get you. When that Civil War starts, they got a stick. Bow! They're gonna be killing you, whopping you upside your head, beating the hell out of you. Ain't nothing you can do. Won't be no protection for our women, because our women, they got our women in the delusional state telling them that they don't need a man. They don't know when the Civil War comes, it's gonna have, like right now, and they have in the war where they having that between Russia and Ukraine, all the women can leave the country. They everywhere. The men got to stay and fight. But you telling me they got an automatic draft in the United States of America. You don't have to go down there and sign. They ain't got to come to your high school like they used to do us. they automatically sign you up when you're 18. So what that tell me, they know who every person is in this world. Because they got, how they can automatically sign you when you're 18 unless they got a tab on you. They got a tab on you. You can't hide. You can't hide. The sheriff said, guess what? Hey, I don't have a case against you yet, but you can't move in this city. Right here in Jacksonville, though, the sheriff told one of them guys they think he connected to the murder of Julio. He said, hey, we don't have a case on you, but you can't move throughout this city without us knowing it. Ha ha! I'm trying to tell you, people. In revealing of friends, the slaughter of children, we killing the rape of wives. Not only are they raping our wives, raping our sisters, our mothers, not just by physically, mentally raping you of your mind, your resources. Look at our women can raise this much money for somebody who's not gonna come in your neighborhood and straighten your neighborhood out, straighten your community out. They rape your mind by you donate that money. And like the guy said, ain't nowhere in the world that our women can donate that kind of money unless it's money from child support, from the government program that they get cash in. It's no way. Think about it. It's no way. And guess what? I'm gonna tell you how they use you up. They rape your mind. Here you got Kamala Harris, got Megan Thee Stallion up there twerking. So they think so much of you that they'll bring a woman to twerk you in a politician because you have no characteristic of any morals in your being. The plundering of possession, the burning of temples of God, the land waste of the land, the enslavement of yourself among the Gentiles. Enslavement of yourself. That means you going in slavery on your own. They do not have to beat you because you're delusional. The Christian church has screwed us up as a people. And they shall make some of you eunuchs for their wife. Eunuchs is when they cut your private off because they're going to have you enslaved. And you're going to be, just say you working around their wife, the kids, anything. They don't trust you. They're going to cut your private off. That's what eunuch means. That's what they did back in Egyptian days when they worked in the Pharaoh and Hebrew Israelites were they male slaves, and they cut their private off. So they can't mess with their women. Because you got to remember, some of them they had 300-400 wives, concubines. So you took care of their women, they would make you, they would cut your private off so you couldn't have no desire for their women. But basically, that's what they're going to do now. And basically, you spiritually disconnected because they make you homosexual. So you can work around, while homosexuals going to be around anybody, they don't care. They because they know they're not wanting the same thing. They don't want these women. So you being an Enoch, physically they cut your thing off because remember, New Orleans just passed a law where for certain crimes, they're going to be castrating you. You're going to make your Enoch right here in the Bible. Shalom, my people. Shalom, my people. It get good. I can go on for hours. Shalom, my people. Shalom, my people. Hey, write, subscribe, pass this word out. Do something. Because this is the real deal. It's time. Shalom, my people. Shalom. Shalom, my people. Shalom.